Welcome to Glow and Flow Holistics. Today, we are going to talk about something many of us feel but often struggle to name or understand: the profound impact of winter on our minds and bodies. As the days grow shorter and the air turns colder, you might notice shifts in your mood, a dip in your energy, or an increased pull towards certain foods. Perhaps you feel a heaviness that wasn't there before, or a familiar sense of dread as the seasons change. If you are experiencing these feelings, please know this: you are absolutely not alone. You are not being dramatic, and these sensations are not simply all in your head. There is a very real physiological reason for these seasonal changes in how you feel and function. Your body and brain are responding to the environment around you in ways that are both natural and, for many, deeply challenging. We are here to explore why winter can feel heavier and what you can do to navigate it with more ease and self-compassion. Let's begin by understanding seasonal affective disorder, often known as SAD. This is a specific type of depression that follows a seasonal pattern, typically emerging in the fall and lasting through the winter months. It's more than just the winter blues. SAD is a clinical condition where your brain reacts significantly to the shifts in sunlight and the disruption of your natural rhythms. It's a genuine medical condition that affects millions of people, impacting their daily lives and overall well-being. The primary driver behind SAD is the decrease in natural light exposure. This reduction in sunlight triggers several biological shifts within your body, profoundly affecting your mood and energy levels. One of the most significant changes is a drop in serotonin levels. Serotonin is a crucial neurotransmitter, often called the feel-good chemical, responsible for regulating mood, appetite, and sleep. Less sunlight means less serotonin, leading to feelings of sadness and irritability. Additionally, your body tends to produce more melatonin during the darker months. Melatonin is the hormone that regulates sleep, and an excess of it can lead to increased fatigue, lethargy, and a desire to oversleep. This leaves you feeling constantly tired, even after a full night's rest. These hormonal changes also disrupt your circadian rhythms, which are your body's internal clock. When this clock feels off, it can throw your entire system out of balance, affecting everything from your sleep patterns to your digestion and emotional stability. It's important to clarify that SAD is not simply about disliking cold weather or missing summer activities. It is a physiological response to environmental changes, a complex interplay of hormones and neurotransmitters that genuinely alters your mental and physical state. Understanding this distinction is the first step toward finding effective coping strategies. For those who already live with anxiety or depression, the onset of SAD can feel like an overwhelming additional burden. It doesn't just add new symptoms, it often intensifies existing ones, making daily life even more challenging. The specific impacts on your mood and function can be profound. You might notice a sharper, more pervasive anxiety, especially in the mornings, making it difficult to start your day. This anxiety can feel heavier and more persistent than usual. Motivation often plummets, turning even simple tasks into overwhelming mountains. What once felt manageable now seems impossible, leading to feelings of inadequacy and frustration. This lack of drive can make it hard to engage in activities that usually bring you joy. The chemical imbalances associated with SAD can also amplify negative thoughts. Your mind might become a more fertile ground for self-criticism, worry, and a sense of hopelessness, making it harder to challenge these patterns. You might also experience feelings of isolation, a deep sense of dread, increased irritability, or heightened emotional sensitivity. Small things can feel like huge affronts, and you might find yourself withdrawing from social interactions. This combination of symptoms often leads to a reduced emotional bandwidth. It feels like you have less capacity to cope with stress, manage emotions, or engage with the world. Many describe it as a mental fog, where clarity and focus become elusive. The link between seasonal affective disorder and emotional eating is a powerful one, driven by both biological and psychological factors. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather your body's attempt to cope with significant internal shifts. SAD influences emotional eating in three key ways, each contributing to a cycle that can feel difficult to break. Understanding these connections can help you approach your cravings with more compassion and insight. First, low serotonin levels, a hallmark of SAD, directly trigger carbohydrate cravings. Your brain, in its wisdom, attempts to self-regulate and boost its mood-lifting chemicals. Carbohydrates, particularly simple ones, temporarily increase serotonin production. This creates a powerful biochemical craving where your body is literally seeking out food to feel better. It's not just a desire for taste, it's a deep-seated biological drive to restore balance. Second, the pervasive fatigue that accompanies SAD significantly diminishes willpower. When you are exhausted, your capacity for self-regulation and making conscious choices is severely reduced. You are simply too tired to resist familiar comforts. In this state of exhaustion, food often becomes a quick relief or a fast escape from uncomfortable feelings. It offers an immediate, albeit temporary, sense of soothing and distraction, requiring minimal effort. Third, the emotional numbness or sadness brought on by SAD makes comfort foods incredibly appealing. When you feel disconnected or overwhelmed by sadness, food can become an accessible source of sensory pleasure and grounding. It provides a tangible experience of comfort when other forms of emotional support feel out of reach. This isn't a sign of moral failure, it's a deeply human attempt to find solace and feel more grounded in a challenging emotional landscape. Reframing these cravings is crucial. They are not a moral failing or a lack of discipline. Instead, they are a form of communication from your body, signaling that it needs support, comfort, or a biochemical boost. Listening to this communication with kindness can change your entire relationship with food. Recognizing the signs of seasonal affective disorder is the first step towards seeking support and implementing effective coping strategies. While symptoms can vary, there are common patterns to look for. You might find yourself feeling down most days, experiencing a persistent low mood that doesn't lift easily. This isn't just a fleeting sadness, it's a pervasive sense of gloom that colors your entire experience. A significant drop in your energy levels or motivation is another key indicator. Tasks that once felt easy now seem monumental, and you might struggle to find the drive to engage in daily activities. Increased anxiety or irritability can also be prominent. You might feel on edge, easily frustrated, or find yourself snapping at loved ones more often than usual. This heightened emotional reactivity can be distressing. Sleeping more than usual, yet still feeling unrefreshed, is a common symptom. You might find yourself wanting to stay in bed longer or feeling drowsy throughout the day despite adequate sleep. As we discussed, intense cravings for carbohydrates or comfort foods are a strong sign. You might find yourself reaching for sugary snacks, pasta, or bread more frequently, seeking that temporary mood boost. Difficulty concentrating or experiencing a mental fog can also be part of SAD. Your focus might feel scattered, and it can be challenging to complete tasks that require sustained attention. You might also notice yourself pulling away from people, experiencing social withdrawal. The effort of engaging with others can feel too much, leading to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Overall, many describe feeling heavy, numb, or overwhelmed by the season. It's a sense of being weighed down, both physically and emotionally, making it hard to experience joy or lightness. Navigating SAD and its impact on emotional eating requires a gentle, consistent approach to self care. These strategies are not about perfection, but about offering your body and mind the support they need during this challenging time. Light therapy is one of the most effective interventions. Start your day with 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight exposure, if possible. If natural light is scarce, consider using a light therapy lamp specifically designed to mimic natural outdoor light. This can significantly boost your serotonin levels and regulate your circadian rhythm. Establishing simple grounding routines can also make a big difference. These don't need to be lengthy or perfect. Even a 1 minute morning check in or a brief evening wind down ritual can help anchor you. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Gentle movement is incredibly beneficial. Activities like walking outdoors, stretching, or slow yoga can increase dopamine, another feel good neurotransmitter, and help regulate cravings. The aim is to move your body in a way that feels supportive, not punishing. Nourishing your body without guilt is essential. Focus on adding energy sustaining foods like protein, whole grains, and colorful vegetables to your diet. These foods support your body's overall function without necessarily replacing the comfort foods you crave. It's about balance and gentle addition, not strict deprivation. Maintaining social connections, even in small ways, is vital to combat the isolation that intensifies SAD. A quick phone call, a voice note to a friend, or a short, low pressure visit can make a significant difference. These small interactions remind you that you are connected and cared for. Treating cravings as data rather than a battle can transform your relationship with emotional eating. When an urge arises, pause and ask yourself, what emotion is this urge trying to soothe right now? Then gently inquire, what do I truly need right now besides food? This shifts emotional eating from a cycle of guilt to a conversation with your inner self. Finally, remember that seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Therapy, medication, or support groups can provide invaluable tools and perspectives. You absolutely deserve to feel supported and to explore all available avenues for your well being. As we conclude, I want to leave you with a powerful message of self compassion. Please be gentle with yourself during these winter months. This period can be incredibly challenging, and your feelings are valid and real. Seasonal affective disorder is a genuine condition that affects millions, and its impact on anxiety, depression, and emotional eating is profound. You are not imagining these struggles, and you are certainly not alone in experiencing them. You are not doing life wrong because you feel heavier or more tired in winter. Your body is simply responding to a natural seasonal shift in its environment. This is a biological reality, not a personal failing. Remember that seasons always change. Just as winter gives way to spring, these feelings of heaviness will eventually lift. Until then, prioritize your well-being, lean into these gentle strategies, and know that brighter days are ahead. You have the strength to navigate this, and you deserve all the support and kindness you can offer yourself.